Hey, what's up guys? Tyler Sassy here, Western Welding Academy. So a lot of people have been saying that I'm just a pipeline welder and that I can't actually TIG weld. So today I'm going to TIG weld out this super coupon with stainless steel wire. Let's get to it. First thing we got to do is put a bevel on our pipe. Today I'm going to be using 308 stainless steel wire, and we're going to purge this pipe with argon. Meaning we're going to fill up the inside of the pipe with argon gas. Keeps it real nice and clean. Every time you stop and you're going to relight that wire up, you want to clip the end of the wire because it's got contaminated metal on there, and it'll just weld a lot better if you clip the ends of your wire. So what I'm using here is a purge base. This is a base that allows me to tack my coupon on here when I'm testing, purge it out really fast, so I don't have to do a bunch of dinking around and taping. You know what I mean? I can just tack it onto the stand here and set my bottom coupon on there, tack it, and then tape it so my purge gas, it doesn't leak out. And then I'll set my top coupon on top there with the spacer wire. So one of the things that I do is I take my file and kind of take that knife edge down just a hair. It helps hold the heat just a little bit. It's not a land or anything, but it just kind of holds the heat just a hair, a little bit better when I'm welding with stainless. All right, so I got that. Got my spacer wire. Got my fit up. Got all the high-low out. Tape her off. One thing that is really critical with this stainless steel is you have to have a good purge. The better the purge is, the better this stainless steel is going to weld. A lot of people want to get in a hurry and not take the time of taping. I'm kind of OCD. I like to really take my time, make sure the tape's right. All right, we got it all taped up. It's been purging for a few minutes now. And the biggest thing, one thing that you can do is you can take an oxygen sensor and you can put it on here on the gas that's coming out, and it'll tell you what the percentage of oxygen is inside the pipe. And as long as you're below a certain point, you can light up and weld. When I'm in the test booth, I don't always have an oxygen sensor, so I just let it purge for a few minutes, and then I put a tack in and I look at the tack, and if it's gray or if it's anything but pure chrome, I know it's not been purged enough. But these purge bases that we have here at the Academy, they purge out really quick. So with that, let's get started. So I've got a 1/8 inch wire on here, and it's just barely where my rod just barely falls through. Peel this tape back just a little bit more. You always want to tack the top first. When you fuse your wire, I always fuse it to the top coupon first, because that'll keep you from getting a drip in there. And I break my wire off real carefully, and I break my arc off the top bevel so I don't suck a hole in there. If you can look, I've just got a little tack about less than a 1/2 inch long. So once I got that first tack on there, and I pull my spacer wire out, and I look at that. I look in there, and as you can see, that tack is really chrome and really nice. So that tells me that my purge is really good. Stainless really pulls together much more than carbon steel does. So when I gap this, I'm gonna gap this to where my rod just barely falls through. So it's just a hair more than 1/8 of an inch. And then I'm gonna tape it again. And then we'll put another tack on it. I'm getting ready to put my second tack in. It's been purging for a few minutes. Judging by the look of the first tack, how chrome it was, I know that I got a good purge on this. So yeah, let's put the second tack in. I got it all tacked up. Looks pretty good. Real nice and chrome tacks on the inside, meaning I got a good purge. My fit up's real nice. Let's get the inspector in here and see what he thinks. Yeah.
Oh yeah, looks real good.
Let's put this root pass in. Well, the inspector, he bought that root pass, and so we're gonna let it cool a little bit, and then I'm gonna fill and cap it. The biggest thing that I do on stainless is I don't let it get too hot, especially on 2-inch. It's pretty easy to do because there's just not a lot of pipe there. And I'm gonna take off my hoodie and my long sleeve, and I'm just gonna get down into a long sleeve t-shirt and weld this thing out. All right, I've let this thing cool down a little bit. I took my hand brush and I brushed all the color off. And I'm gonna put a second pass on there and get her capped out. Bead looks just the same. That root pass looks just the same as what it did when I put it in. So I didn't nick the bead at all. Thing looks really good. It's still nice and chrome. I can turn my internal purge pressure down just a little bit. Finish her out. Got her all filled up, nice and flush, ready to cap it. I'm gonna let this thing cool down just a little bit before I cap. One thing I want you to look at is you can see that I've left the bottom edge here. That gives me something real nice to follow when I'm capping. So we let it cool down a little bit. Let's put a cap on it. All right, my stainless, I like to brush it off so it's nice and chrome, and so I'll just brush it with a hand brush here. I prefer a hand brush. Nice and chrome. It's all above flush of the pipe. It's just about a 30-second tall. That inspector, he's not gonna have any problem buying this weld, I don't think. If you like this kind of content, go ahead and smash that like button, share it to your friends, and check out some of our other social channels. We're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. I'll see you on the next weld.